Alright, what's going on, guys, and welcome back to Subs No Dubs. I know, we've been gone for quite a while. We've missed a bunch of episodes. That's on us.
Yikes.
Life gets in the way. I've been in school with my last semester.
Listen,
It's kind of
listen,
on me.
Toonie, thank you for taking the fall, but I'm going to be honest with the audience right now. I was on a 2-week expedition to Antarctica.
It's true.
This one.
What?
I just got back. I had some really bad frostbite. I was in recovery, so
pneumonia.
It was a long, tough, pneumonia, tough process.
Chlamydia.
So I had to catch up. Chlamydia. That's
oh, that's the other one. Whoops.
Right.
Anyways,
Alright.
but anyways,
We're
I caught
back.
up on anime, so we're
Hopefully,
good, right?
we're gonna be consistent as best as we can.
But boys, what a time to restart the show. Am I right? We got 2 episodes of AOT this week. We got banger Juju episodes.
I know.
And you know what? Let's start off with Jujutsu Kaisen because these last couple episodes have been really good.
I'm so sad that we didn't get to cover Gojo doing his when he broke through the barrier, dude. I wish we had the chance to do it that week, but that was so cool from the last arc, pretty much, which was the exchange event arc, pretty much.
It's
near
so
the conclusion
good,
of it.
There's so many good moments from that arc. Like the comedy of Toto and Itadori
my
was
brother.
like the best
His 500
comedy.
IQ or his 500,000 IQ.
350,000.
Yeah.
That one actually caught me that one caught me off guard though, because I didn't expect it's all brains no bronze kind of thing with Toto, but he's like the complete genius.
He's really smart. It's like
Yeah.
it was very surprising. I mean, like I said, this is probably the best comedy I've seen in a shonen, like maybe ever. Pretty damn close to it.
I think in an action shonen for sure.
I think that the timing was just like comedy timing was very good.
I wonder if
The whole time.
if this show just kind of caught wind, because I feel like the age of people watching anime has also gone up a little bit. From the international perspective at least.
Yeah.
I don't know about in Japan specifically, but you can tell here in North America the age has kind of jumped from the 14, 15, 16 to like the 17, 18, 19, 20s, right? Like early 20s. So, and I think the show kind of starts hitting on more adult topics, right? We're seeing bullying, suicidal thoughts, like the show definitely speaks to a older audience. Sorry, the word.
I feel like action shonen in general is targeted more towards like teenagers. I would say, like it seems like I don't maybe like the cultures are different between Japan like kids and American kids, but like I can't imagine like an 8-year-old watching Jujutsu Kaisen or like Naruto or another like I feel like they're a little above.
I feel like Naruto you might be able to get away with it.
A lot of bloody stuff though.
Early Naruto at least. Like you're supposed to like grow up with early Naruto, because it's weekly. But but Jujutsu Kaisen definitely feels like an older age group targeted. And that definitely was shown in like the last 2 episodes with basically what would be the equivalent of like the suicide bridge, right? This new arc really takes a big focus on Fushiguro, right? Like I spelled his name wrong last time and Wes almost killed me for it.
Yeah. Bro, he said like Megami. He's like, dude, it's Megami. But anyway, you just call him Fushiguro.
You just call him Fushiguro.
Megami is the girl's name in Japan, anyways. So
oh my god!
I don't think he likes it very much. But yeah, this was like a different side of Megami with this arc because this bridge is a curse that he's familiar with. It affects his sister, and it sounds like basically she's bedridden. So he's like very protective of her, and we kind of like we get that good background in this episode about how he was basically like taken by Gojo, and Gojo said like, you can come with me because your family doesn't like sold you to the Zenin clan.
Those are such good flashbacks. Like that was such a cool thing to see. Does Gojo age? Is something I don't.
I think that was teenage Gojo. I think that was when he was year 1 or year 2 in the academy, so he was pretty young then.
Because he didn't look like he aged at all. Like I don't know if that's something to do.
I mean, to put that into perspective, that was a 6-year-old Megami when he was talking to Gojo there. So it must have been like
Gojo doesn't age.
Gojo's ageless. That is one handsome man, regardless of timeline, bro. This dude is.
His fucking sunglasses when he wears those, dude, is so dumb.
Hey, bro, they go hard. Don't even. Oh my god, they go so hard.
Oh.
But yeah, sorry, go ahead.
Oh yeah, I was just gonna say I kind of like how at the end of the previous arc, they kind of ended with a baseball game, right? And then a little portion or a scene from that kind of carries over into this new arc because we see Gojo talking about how Megumi in the baseball game he went for a bunt instead of going for a home run.
Oh yeah,
and that's the big difference between him
and
Gojo and Itadori, because
bro.
they'll swing for it, bro. But Megumi's he plays for the team a bit more,
So, even though we never got to film subs, Toonie and me always DM about the show because we still enjoy it. This dude Toonie said, like, yo, Casey, watch out for next week's episode, like, to this week's episode. And he's like, it's gonna have some of the best visuals of all of Jujutsu Kaisen, like, for a long while. And he's not wrong. I thought that Megami, domain was so cool. With, like, the liquefying everything. Oh my god, it felt like... Do you remember in Spider-Man Homecoming when, what's his name, Mysterio had, like, Spider-Man, like, in the...
Oh, in the drones or whatever?
Yeah, in the drone world. That's what it felt like. At the end of it, when he was just standing there, I didn't know if that was real or not, bro. And, I thought it was so cool.
Jujutsu Kaisen definitely has, like, top-tier fighting shonen animation. Like, back, like, all the, like, curse energy, how it, like, flows out of their hands, like, always looks so good. And, like, the Gojo scenes obviously had, like, incredible animation. Like, they always do a good job of, like, his eyes and him using his abilities and stuff. So it's just, like, refreshing because I feel like a lot of times when, like, fighting gets involved, the animation goes down a bit. But this show's really kept its animation up really well, and
I'm
it's
glad it
refreshing.
I guess another thing we saw at the end of last arc, we saw Mahito come back, and that was really I kind of forgot, like, the details of it, but I think I remember him just walking in and, like, reaffirming he's back.
I could basically talk on that. Was, like, at the very end of the last arc, right?
Correct. Literally, I think post credit.
Yeah. So basically, they set up the whole veil to prevent Gojo from going in, right?
Correct.
So their whole idea there was to make sure that he's focused on entering the veil, so they could go to Jujutsu High, steal a bunch of the fingers, and steal 3, like, cursed wombs. So they're basically vials with curses in them, basically, right? And that's what we see in. I think it was the most previous episode.
Where he feeds him the thing, right? And then but I didn't know how he was able to control those things. How is he able to do that?
I don't think he's able to.
The objects, like the cursed objects things, have a curse in them, right? So as soon as they enter a body, they take over the body. Like Mahito doesn't need to be involved for them to take over a body. If someone just eats a cursed object, they're gonna transform probably. Right, because it's so powerful. That's all that happened was he just force fed that person.
But I thought the person got a favor though. He asked him to do a favor.
Oh yeah. He asked him to go get the finger from the special grade.
So he controlled him afterwards. That's just because, like, Mahito's stronger, I believe, and it has like that ability.
I thought it has to do with his ability. But
nope. So it's just kind of like him being stronger, commanding that other spirit to do.
Yeah, I thought that was super cool though. I was super excited about it. I think what else was there? Sakuna. We definitely got to see the Sakuna thing where Sakuna at the end of the episode we see Sakuna, like, have his moment finally. For the first time in a while, we've seen a Sakuna appearance, and this is also leading up to the curses trying to get Sakuna back on their side, right? Like, so I don't know what they're expecting to happen here.
I think it was kind of just Sakuna sort of seeing, like, Megami evolve as a sorcerer and, like, really like meet his potential. I think that's what it's all about, because we go back to, like, their first fight back in, like, episode 7 or 6, and he was like, "You're such a waste of potential. You could be doing so much more."
Yeah,
and Gojo said the same thing, right?
Yeah.
I think it all stems around that ability he, like, threatened to use the first time, where Gojo kind of talks about it. That Fushiguro has an ability where he basically kills himself to, like, destroy, like, to let out the ultimate power to destroy a curse of some kind. So basically Gojo's like, you always resort to, if you're gonna lose, you just want to die to kill whatever you're like curse you're trying to kill.
Yeah.
And like that's where he kind of like challenged Fushiguro to like step up and like with his own power and like fight for something. I think that's like also like what's like Sakura's very interested in, is Fushiguro's ability to do whatever this special technique is that sacrifices his life for a lot of power.
I guess we also got a lot of character building again for Fushiguro, because we also find out that he's part of the Zenin family, correct?
No, he was, the Zenins tried to buy him from his family because of his powers.
So,
oh, right. Because
that was,
yeah, I was just gonna say, because when you think of like their whole clan at the moment, they have Mai and Maki, and you know at the time, like both, like all the upper heads like hate them because they don't really have any good curse abilities or curse abilities basically. And Fushiguro has like one of the best abilities in like all of Jujutsu. Like
I see. So that's what we're getting to see now. Yeah, and then I guess that kind of leads to like the overall arching thing where we have him underneath the bridge. I thought it was kind of cool to see Fushiguro go back to school, and then everyone have like this.
He beat up all the bad kids.
He beat up all the bad kids, right? And it was cool to see. That was a lot of fun. I guess we're also introduced to a faculty member there. I'm on the characters page. Her name is Akari, right? The blonde-haired girl.
Yeah, I think she's a great addition. She's like a funny, like, so we had like that old like scout guy that was with them early in the series, and like he is just like the bland
Kiyotaka,
like getting bossed around by Gojo. But she's like this new like young kind of like funny like nice comedy.
She's like Nobra. She's like very similar to Nobra. With a little bit more.
So I think she's been a great addition, just like that one extra character. But like I guess the overarching thing we're dealing with right now is this cursed bridge that has Fushiguro's sister paralyzed, and when they go down there, they realize it's like an incomplete domain, like they fought at the prison. Which is like kind of interesting to see that like mentioned again, and then we find out that curse actually ate a finger.
Yeah.
So
it was similar to the one in the.
But I think he said it was a few times stronger. To be honest with you guys.
Yeah, he said this is a lot stronger than the one in the prison. So there's a lot of tiebacks to the original episodes, which is super cool.
It probably had the finger for longer. That's all I can assume. Like it had that power for a little bit longer, and then like Fushiguro's fighting that, and we got like the other curse that Mahito had sent in, kind of like comes in, and it's just like it's kind of dumb, right? Like it doesn't really have like a great brain to it, but it's kind of strong from that object. So like Itadori's kind of like playing with it.
I like the whack-a-mole stuff. That shit was fun too.
It shows, and then so then we also have like that curse part, like the curse bridge has like the little like whack-a-moles and like the main body.
Hey, bro, I thought it was so funny. The guy didn't want them to see his back.
Oh yeah,
at the end,
He's like, don't look at my back, and even the younger one's like, I'm so sorry. And
when they came through the portal,
he's like, I don't want to see it. Oh my god, yeah. So the show does a really good job, and I'm excited for next week. That's gonna be the last episode of Jujutsu Kaisen, and I'm gonna get the shakes, dude. I'm gonna miss seeing this show every week.
We gotta talk about Fushiguro's ability.
I did a little bit, but I feel like I don't know enough.
Expansion, man.
Dude,
was that a complete? Was it incomplete? Was it his also incomplete?
Yeah. That's what I was gonna say. It's not even a full one.
Mm-hmm.
But he didn't even carry. Like he didn't need it. He's just like, this is all I need. He just like releases these shadow lizard.
He looked insane. I loved it, bro. He looked like he finally just lost it. He's like,
yeah, dude.
He was, he's
like,
was mental,
so you want me to hit a home run, do you? Right? And then
he really hit a home run this episode.
Oh my god!
Wait, he was also making like, I don't want to say shadow clones, but he kind of was, because when he got hit, he turned into like ink or whatever that was.
Bro, that shit looks so cool though. I'm so excited to see more of his power.
Yeah,
I think I still want to know with him and Sakuna. I think it's probably already explained in the manga somewhere, but
I'm not gonna.
I stopped to look at your face, dude. I gave it a good old look. But yeah, that was pretty much like this arc though, right? It's a mini arc, right, towards ending off the season. And I assume next week's gonna end with like a bang though.
Yeah, I think next week's all about Nobara and Itadori versus the second sort of vessel or curse. So that'll be interesting. And we also need to look out for that third one, because Mahito did come back with 3. We've only seen 2 so far. So Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what the third one
Wait,
is.
I feel like this guy with the face on his back is like different though, because he seems way more like evolved.
Yeah.
Like he's more on like Mahito's level,
Wasn't he
right?
talking?
Like
he was talking.
yeah,
Yeah.
He was talking,
he looks like a human almost, all right?
Yeah.
Like Nobara couldn't even tell the difference. So like I thought he's like on another level, like he's separate. I think from
So
these
I
cursed
wonder
objects.
if he'll pull out Sakuna to come out. Like it'll be so powerful that Sakuna comes out.
I don't know. about
I'd be
that.
yeah, I don't know about that.
I'd be excited to see Sakuna again, just to end the season on like him being the king.
You know what I do hope to see? I hope we get some good Nobara action because, Fushigoro's got his part. We've seen a bunch of Itadori, a bunch of Gojo. I hope she really gets her scene in this.
All she's gonna do is hit some fucking nails at him.
I like
hope
her
not.
ability. I think her ability is super cool though. Like
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of like uses for it. I thought when I first saw the show and she was first introduced, I thought she'd be like this super strong girl who would just be like really quiet, but they just she's
She's the complete opposite.
Yeah, but I feel like she might actually still be strong, and we're just not like giving her the time of day because
her and Itadori are a good like combo. They feed off each other well.
But I guess since it's the second last episode, what are you guys looking forward to next season?
I mean, I already know what's gonna happen. So
we'll go to that next week.
Yeah.
All right. And on that note, if you guys made it through this far, hit the thumbs up button, maybe hit the subscribe. The usual, and please comment down in the section below what you think's going on with this mini arc, maybe what you think's gonna happen next season. So that'll be awesome. This has been Subs to Dubs again. Finally, it's been a while. Later.